First row. Lou Gehrig.
Babe Ruth. But why would you trade? That one's all chewed up.
I got a lot of good stuff. Look at that stuff. Besides, you needed more than I do.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Legends Never Die, where neither will you if you know Jesus. I hope that you and your family and friends had a very merry and blessed Christmas. This is going to be part one of my Christmas pickups. Just a brief synopsis of what this will look like since I'm breaking it up into parts. I have for 8 months worked towards giving myself a lot of this stuff for Christmas, working towards paying for it and all that kind of thing with my side deal that I got going on. But I'm going to show you guys today the basketball pickups, which you have to suffer through. In order to get through the two YouTube care packages that I got at the end. And then after this installment, I'm not sure exactly how many I'll do yet, but I'll do a few, probably one or two at least, for my baseball pickups for Christmas. So this may be a few parts of a series here. I'll try and make it as painless as possible for you non-basketball fans. But first, some UNC autographs. I'm a big Tar Heel basketball fan. This is Adema Elijah, who played at Carolina. He actually sadly passed away this year. And he didn't sign many cards at all, but got one in UNC uniform, which is what I prefer for this collection when possible. Caleb Love, who may no longer be a Tar Heel, but he hit one of the most memorable shots in Carolina basketball history to beat Duke in the Final Four, which we may have bragging rights for forever. Go Heels. Next, I've got a Cam Johnson, who is a transfer from Pittsburgh, but came to play at a real basketball school, and then go pro and plays in the NBA and is a good player in the NBA. Cam Johnson. Then we've got Brandon Wright. He did get to the pros, played for a few years, nothing great, but this is an upgrade in my collection. I had a pro uniform autograph. He only has a couple. And they're pretty tough UNC uniforms, so that is an upgrade. And then Cole Anthony, a one and done for Carolina, which is very rare for them, but he's in the NBA, having a pretty good career so far. But there's him in UNC uniform. Now for some vintage basketball, I know my boy Sammy Thunder.
Sammy Thunder, he's got a beard.
And maybe Orlando over at Collector's Dream. And a couple other guys will appreciate this basketball vintage. I'm not going to go through this stack, but this is for my 70-71 set. This is all commons and short prints, things like that, but no Hall of Famers. So I'm not going to show those individually. Here is the free throw percentage leaders from 70-71 basketball. Then we've got a couple Hall of Famers from that set. We've got Wes Unseld. Pretty cool. I love these tall boy sets. I'm building 69, 70, and 70-71 tops. Here's Hall of Famer Elvin Hayes, the Big E. And now the 69 70s. I've got a few of those. I'm getting really close on this set. There are 3 commons right there that I'd still needed. And the rest of these will be Hall of Famers. Some you may not know that are Hall of Famers, and some you'll definitely recognize the names. Here's a Tom Satch Sanders, Hall of Famer, part of those great Boston Celtics teams in the Bill Russell era and afterwards. There's a Dave Bing, Hall of Famer for the Detroit Pistons. Man, they could use him right now. They've lost like 25 games in a row. Now some really recognizable names here for the last few. Earl the Pearl Monroe, great NBA Hall of Famer. Jerry Lucas, definitely a name basketball fans are familiar with. And these last two, everybody will know. This is the Big O, Oscar Robertson, first player to average a triple-double for a season. Russell Westbrook has since done it a couple times, more recently. And then finally, one of the greatest players of all time, Wilt the Stilt, Wilt Chamberlain. Really cool to add a playing days. This is my first playing days of Wilt Chamberlain, which is super cool to have. Now, the part that you guys probably are actually interested in, the packages from the YouTubers. The first one, my best friend, Scott, over at Reindeer Studios.
Hey, superstars, it's your best friend, Scott.
I unsealed these packages, but I hadn't opened them yet, so I don't know what's in here. Nice card. Reindeer. Which it appears to be in the style of those 50s Wheaties cards. That's kind of cool. Okay. It is. We've got Scott eating a bowl of Wheaties here. That's great. It says, just like a bowl of Wheaties fuels superstars on the field, I hope this season fuels your spirit with health and happiness. May your days be merry and the glow of the season be as bright as stadium lights on a starry night. Very cool. And then he wrote, Jake, 'tis the season for miracles, so I hope Santa lets you into the Misfits this year. That would take a miracle.
So here's my rant video on why Jake needs to be included into this Misfits. The man has gone above and beyond to say why he belongs there. And y'all, let me tell you something. You're the Misfits. You're the freaking Misfits. You're supposed to be about, it's like a melting pot of freaking misfits. He belongs in your group.
And I hope you, Amy and Luca, have an amazing Christmas. See you in Cleveland. Your bearded bestie, Scott. Thanks, Scott. I love the card, man. That's really cool. He also put what appears to be, yes, 2 of his customs in here to add to my collection. We've got the Roger Maris marker doodle card, custom, and you can look up the video, I believe, from the original art that he released on his channel. And then here is the Roy Hobbs as he hit that famous home run at the end of the movie. I love him, Scott. Thank you, man. Merry Christmas to you and your family, too. Mrs. Reindeer and Milo. I've got one more. It's from my friend, Dominic, my comrade, Dom Mena, over at Staven Sports Cards. We do a podcast together, Cracking Cooperstown, and we talk often. We're good friends. I give Dom a really hard time, but I really do love him. He's got a note here. It says, Jake, apologies for not making it to you in time for the holiday. Well, it did make it, Dom. It made it before Christmas, here a couple days before. Life has been busy but full of many blessings in 2023. Between our chats, podcast, and never-ending trade series, I'm confident that I've made a friend for life. I agree, Dom. In this edition of our trade, I included your 2022 national purchase. Nice, I've been waiting on that. As well as some cards that belong in your collection. Here's to many more chats, pods, and trades in 2024 and beyond. Merry Christmas and God bless, Dominic Mena, Staven Sports Cards, and he inscribed it, Hall of Fame type collector. I might have to frame this one, Dom. You admitted that you are a Hall of Fame type collector, which I always give him a hard time about. I'm going to open what I know I purchased from the National that Dom was looking out for me for first. It's the bigger part, larger part of the package. And then I'll go through whatever else Dom has sent as part of our trade. So let's see here. Unwrapping this cardboard. I am very excited about this one. I know what it is. When Dom sent me a picture of it from the National, I had to have it. Oh, it's so cool. So I'm big into Redman cards. I collect the tobacco sets without tabs, also with tabs. And I have an unopened pack of 1955 Redman. I've got one of the hats you could redeem it for. So anything like Redman adjacent at this point, I want it. And this is so cool. This is like a pamphlet an advertisement for the Redman cards. So here on the front, it says free for you or your boy in exchange for 50 picture stubs, Redman big league style baseball cap. And it's got Johnny Mize on here. It says my favorite chew for years. It says plus 50 beautiful full color pictures of Redman's 1954 Major League All-Stars. Full details inside. So I'm going to show this to you guys because it is a pretty unique piece, and I will look at it myself right now. So if you open it up, be really careful with this thing. It's advertising Redman Tobacco and how you can get your baseball cap free. It says here on the right-hand side with the ad here, cover America's best chew, Redman. It covers all bases. Fresh, clean, and moist. Best for your money. Absolutely pure and the highest quality, of course. On the other side, when it's talking about how you can get the hat here, it says, here's how to get your baseball cap free, asterisk. The asterisk is in exchange for 50 picture stubs from the bottom of the cards that they would cut off. In every pack of Redman is a full-color picture and story of one of the 50 famous Redman All-Stars. 25 top players from the American League and 25 from the National, all personally selected by editor J.G. Taylor Spink of the Sporting News. Collect these pictures or trade them with your friends, but keep the stubs, they're valuable. Remember, they only come in packages of famous Redman chewing tobacco. And here's the special Redman bonus, a big league style baseball cap free, asterisk. Just cut off and save the stub that appears in the bottom of every card. When you have 50 stubs, fill out the handy order form on the other side of this page and mail to Redman, Box 68, Toledo 6, Ohio. You will receive a baseball cap with the insignia of your favorite Major League team. Be sure to print your name and address, the name of your favorite Major League team, and your cap size, small, medium, or large. And this offer expires March 31st, 1955. Redman Chewers, start a collection for your boys, which I just think is so cool. And then on the back is like the order form, so what you would do to fill it out to get your hat. It says our baseball cap offer is extended to March 31st, 1955, and we will honor all coupons from Redman All-Star player cards to that date. You may order as many caps as you wish. Isn't that crazy? As you provide, you send us the 50 coupons for each cap you select. It is not necessary that coupons be in numerical order or in any sequence. Good to know. Use this handy order form and cut out here. So this is one that wasn't used, obviously. Send to Redman Box 68, Toledo 6, Ohio. I enclose blank coupons for Redman All-Star baseball player cards, for which please send me caps and mark your size. But what's kind of interesting here is it lists all the teams that were in Major League Baseball at the time, in the middle here. So I want to read these to you because it's easy to remember, especially if you're not a big vintage collector, that there wasn't always 30 teams. For the National League, there were the Brooklyn Dodgers, the Chicago Cubs, Cincinnati Reds, Milwaukee Braves, New York Giants, Philadelphia Phillies, Pittsburgh Pirates, and St. Louis Cardinals. For the American League, there were the Boston Red Sox, Chicago White Sox, Cleveland Indians, Detroit Tigers, New York Yankees, Philadelphia Athletics, the Baltimore Orioles, and the Washington Senators. So how cool is that pamphlet for ordering your Redman baseball cap back in the 50s? I love it. Dom, I know I spent a lot of time there for those of you watching. Dom, thank you for seeing that for me and notifying me about it so that I can add it to my Redman collection. It will be proudly displayed. I think I'll fix up something next to the hat. Okay, now to the cards that Dom sent to be a part of my collection. Oh boy. I see something we had been talking about. He didn't have to send me that. Let's see here. Let's get all this tape. Dominic Manna, pro rapper. Not of the lyrical kind. Let's see. Open here. Team bag. All right. So let's see. We've got, oh my, of course you'd send me one of these. Marcus Semien. Dom and I have a running thing going where I think Ozzie Albies will end up having a better, more likely Hall of Fame career. And Dom always makes the comment that Semien is who Albies wants to be when he grows up. I'll admit, Simeon's on a decent pace, but I'll bet on my boy Albies on this one. But I've now got a Marcus Simeon Gold rookie card. Thanks, Tom. And then a cool, oh, this is cool, Javi Lopez, Top Stars. And it's actually serial numbered to 299. That's sweet, man. I don't have that one for my Braves stuff. And then for this package, at least, the big card that Dom sent me, man, I'm going to have to get you back for sure. I'm doing the monster. I'm collecting the T206 set. And Dom only had one. But he had told me, he's like, hey, you know, I'll trade it to you. You know, I just want one T206 in my collection. And I'm like, all right, that's good. You know, we'll eventually work something out. Well, he sent me one. It's a T206 of Neil Ball from Cleveland. And it is graded a 1 miscut, which I don't care. That's awesome, Dom. Thank you for adding to my monster count. I think that'll put me at 66 different cards for the set. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. First installment of my Christmas editions. Stay tuned for part 2 coming in the series. Again, until next time, guys, keep collecting, and God bless.
Oh, shoot, someone's calling. Darn it, man. I'm just making a video here. I don't edit anything. Darn it.